what's your comment in this game? I still won. What the fuck? I win the game, but dissatisfied. So I was a bit confused this game, especially when I tried to deward at the end of the game. I had 10 deaths. Maybe my gameplay wasn't perfect, and I'm almost Archon, so I really need help this time. Okay. Thanks for the follow, man. Steve. So you're just basically looking for a general improvement of your supporting, right?
30 seconds to battle.
Because you don't have a specific in here, not something like laning stage, mid game. The only specific thing that you said is the warding. Wait, why are these guys? When it comes to your itemization, though, the only thing that I have a complaint with is this item, Windlays. If I see a support like boss 5 going for Windlays, I really hated them. Why? Because this 250 gold, you can buy another set of Tango or Salve, and even buy Sentry for the lane, for blocking the enemy large camp. But having Windlays, this is only like plus 20 movement speed, and it's not gonna help you. It's not gonna help you win the lane because it's only movement speed, and then we're talking about CM, right? With Windlays, you have like 300 movement speed. Not drums. Maybe for Tranquils, yes, but that's actually way too far. You have to think about your first minute of the game first. First 2 minutes, basically, because that's your power spike. You're a CM, you're a support. Windlays. Let's see what will happen with your Windlays, okay? Because for the most part, even if you have Windlays, you cannot outrun the enemy. Roam at 2 minutes? What the fuck is that? Observer ward, and then you're kind of zoned out in here because you cannot really go like this. But maybe give the level 2 to the Troll Warlord instead of sharing experience? Like, it's actually around tower, right? You get experience with him, so... I thought you were going to give him full experience in there. Alright, harassing this guy. Crystal Nova, maybe? Body blocking it. Okay. What about this? It's not blocked. Magnus. Wait, why are you going to this guy? Why? Why on this guy? I don't get it. Even if this guy died, this hoodwink, look at what happened. Right? You managed to solo kill the hoodwink. That's nice. But you fed to the Magnus, which is the offlane, right? And then him or the hoodwink didn't spend a lot of resources in there. You spend your mango as well in there, right? Which is your 65 gold. So I don't think it's actually worth it. It's worth it if you survive and then you did not give the kill to the Magnus. But since you died as well, and then to the Magnus, it's not really good. Because that's the offlane, and then you didn't even harass the Magnus in the first place. But we managed to kill the Magnus later. It's fine if you manage to kill the Magnus later. But how about do it quickly or earlier instead of later? Because tendencies or chances are, if you're going to kill the Magnus later, he already have the levels, and if the Magnus has the levels and the items, he can easily jungle with Empower and then help the team, right? And then level 2 going for Arcane Aura. Okay, it's actually not the greatest idea, but it's fine. In the first level or in the first levels, CM is actually one of the strongest trading support. Why you're aggroing it? You're dragging it to the tower, and then going to stack maybe. If you're going to stack, you should go like this. You're going to pull. Okay. Half pull. I don't think it's actually intentional. So you're full mana right now, and then still busy in here. You don't actually need to deny that, right? You don't need to stay in here and then make sure that it will die and then deny it, right? After you pull, you can just go back to the troll. Here, you can just go to the troll right now instead of playing in here. Just abandon this and then go here and then harass it. I think the problem is more on your camera angle. Yeah, the range creep was not pulled, and this is a double wave, right? Since it's double wave, double camp, there's no need for you to worry about it because it will naturally be destroyed by the neutrals because it's double creep, double camp. It's stacked. I like it. If possible, keep doing the double man or two man Crystal Nova. Abuse the AOE. It has the same concept with something like Undying, and then mana is not your problem. Arcane Aura. And what are you going to do again? Are you going to stack and pull again? Please no. Aww. Another half pull. Okay. Yeah, you're even trying to deny it right there. What about your troll? Is he out of consumables or what? What happened? Like he's sitting around 60% HP. Frostbite. Yep. Can you go right now and kill this Magnus? I think you played really passive in this lane. After killing the Hoodwink, you went passive. If you stayed playing like that, I think it's really nice. Like being the aggressor, it's really nice. But here, you kind of focus on the pulling so much. This one, finally, it's a full wave. It's actually nice. Maybe buy another observer ward in his lane. Denying Magnus. Can you go? Yep, you should go. If this guy will skewer, he will die. Yeah, this guy is dead. Fairy Fire. Go for Q. Die smiling. Yep. Tango. Clarity as well. Clarity. Yep. Keep going. You can right click. Shockwave. Dodge. Yeah. Shockwave dodge. Yeah, it's fine. Tango save you in there. Boots. And then going back to lane. Or going back to base. Imagine if you did that much earlier. Imagine if you did that earlier. Right? After you respawn, when you feed the Magnus, that's actually better. Observer, everything. Clinks is fine. Clinks is fine. You just go to the bottom lane again and then don't release or relieve the pressure. Wait, why you're ganking? Even if Clinks is actually low. Successful, yes.
An exquisite toxin. I quench my arrows in your
Barely alive. But that means you're going to lane in here. If the enemy is actually watching, no, and if they will capitalize on your position right now, like you went to the mid lane, the Magnus and then the Hoodwink can easily turn around the lane by harassing the Troll Warlord and then even killing him, right? Because you're trapped in here. But yeah, good thing the Hoodwink didn't go in there. Good thing the enemy is bad, basically. Hoodwink and then Magnus, they can easily go on the Troll Warlord. And then another thing is that there's still no Observer Ward for your lane, or for your bottom lane. So... What? What is that casting, bro? If you want to maximize your spells, I strongly recommend that you use one of it first. Let's say Crystal Nova or the Frostbite. And while he is rooted, reserve your Q, reserve your Crystal Nova. Okay? You Frostbite first, wait for 2 seconds, and then that's the time that you will use the Crystal Nova. In that way, you will add all of the slow and then root in that engagement. Like here, 2 seconds, 4.5. But the total slow that you will do in here is like 2.5 seconds only, or basically like 4.5 seconds, because you use both slow or disable at the same time. So yeah, the slow is gone after that. Go for frostbite, right click first, and then when the frostbite is gone, you go for the crystal nova, and then you will slow down the target, and then you can keep on hitting again, right? And you will die.
No. Stay out.
I returned, nice. And you just died, you just fed in there. But the good thing is that you forced the reaction of this hoodwink to TP in there. And the guys managed to push out the lane. They killed, they're winning. And what you're gonna do about it? Roll? Nice deep observer. You didn't hit the Wraith King in there. Did you hit the Wraith King? I think not. Yeah, you did not hit the Wraith King. Wraith King is actually low. And then why you want to go on this Lich? Because it's an easier kill? I mean, the Wraith King should die, like here, and then look at the cooldown of this. 200 seconds. So the early you pop this reincarnation, that means he cannot play aggressively in the next 200 seconds. Because of the high cooldown, and then you can easily kill him, right? Because he's still weak. But here, this guy will not scale. This is only Lich. He's doing his job. If you pressure this guy, it's fine. But if you pressure this guy, he will cry, because this is the carry, right? So you should know your priorities, like which hero to pressure. But to me, you should pressure the Magnus and then the Venomancer right now. Yep, stupidly high cooldown. It is in the 200 seconds. Alright, Tranquil is on the Lich. He just got full HP. You should TP out by now. Everyone is here. TP out. I think you're still dead, even if you TP out. Yep.
I'm burning up.
You even wasted your tango in there, but whatever. You're still dead. But it's still really good space in there. Like, you force 5-man rotation. 5-man. Right? Imagine if you killed the Wraith King much sooner than that. He will cry earlier than that. He will ask for ganks much earlier than that. So, Tranquil Boots and then Windlace. What for? Windlace 4? Drums, maybe? Again, you're not really fast, CM. Even if you go for Yasha Travels, you're still low. And then you go for Freezing Field. I will not recommend going for Freezing Field early, like level 6, because look at your mana pool, 500. I don't really think that you can cast those spells right now, especially that you're not actually doing a team fight, like 5 versus 5 engagement, and Freezing Field is not going to be that helpful. I think you should go for Arcane Aura or Crystal Nova at this point of the game. The Windless was just to roam better. That's actually an interesting idea of you. Because CM, even if you have movement speed or mobility, you cannot easily roam. Your damage is not really that high. Well, the slow is really nice, like 4.5 seconds, and then this one can scale up to 3 seconds, but that's it. You still need someone to kill, or to play with, to do the damage, and then kill the target that you're going for, right? So look at here, it's so easy to actually cancel your Freezing Field. Thanks for the follow, Siona. Troll Warlord being baited. Look at here, after using the Freezing Field, even though your Crystal Nova and then Frostbite is on cooldown, you cannot use it. So I think the biggest problem, the bigger problem that you have in here is you don't know where to play.
Gold for me.
You're just randomly going back and forth in lanes. So your observer ward has been dewarded in here. Of course, they have Magnus. They're going to protect the ancients. If you're going to put observer in there, you must have a teammate in there, and then you are going to invade it. Instead of playing to the bottom, maybe play around mid because you just killed their Venomancer, right? And then who else going to defend the mid lane, right? Lich, possibly. Hoodwink, yeah. Magnus, possible. But the tower defender in here is going to be like Lich and then Hoodwink only. So at this point, if you just pressure in here instead of going to bottom, which even if you roam to bottom and then let's say successful with the engagement, you killed them, you are only going to get this tower, tier 1. But if you played in here, stayed in here, possibly the Magnus going to TP to the mid lane just to defend, and therefore your troll can easily take the building alone, right? Because you just killed their Venomancer, right? Minions Gambit, thanks for the follow. So yeah, after killing this Venom, this is not really the greatest. Stop roaming around. It's still gonna be this objectives, kills. Basically, the heroes are just one of the obstacles in taking those towers, like objectives, right? So many fouls today. I think I posted it in Reddit, the coaching thing. That's why. So only Hoodwink and then Venomancer in here. Do you think if your CM was here in the mid lane, do you think if your CM was here, you can pressure them, like you can force reactions, like what happened in the top lane? When you keep playing with the Nature's Prophet and then Abaddon in here, you pressured them, right? And then there's 5-man rotation. So if you stay in here, you will do the same. And again, you have Nature's Prophet, teleportation, and then Abaddon in there. You don't need to play around troll right now. I can underestimate Venom. I mean, yeah, it's fine if you don't underestimate the Venom. But he's dead, right? A dead Venomancer is nothing. So here, this is really weird engagement in here. Slow pace. You still have the habit of going for the kills over objectives, but it's fine. It's understandable. It's Crusader bracket after all. The games are actually higher than it's supposed to be. So yeah, since you're posturing in the mid lane, the Lich is in here, Hoodwink is in here. What about your Clinks? Yeah, Clinks missing. Magic Wand, okay. Look how strong your Clinks is. You're actually not even needed in there to kill the Lich, although the Lich is kind of AFK in there. Keep going to mid. You're going to deward, yes. You're going to die? No. You messed up. Aww. That's really bad, but it's fine. You force rotations, right? 4-man to the mid lane. That's what I wanted to happen in here. If you keep on playing like this, if you keep playing aggressively, like around objective, like mid lane, look at the enemy, Magnus, Venom, Hoodwink, Lich, going in there, right? They are forced. What the fuck, Magnus? They are forced to rotate. That's space right there for your support or for your team. And that's what I want you to do as the support instead of ganking and then doing little damage, right? Because what will happen if you and the Clinks keep on playing to the mid lane and then you're forcing 4-man enemy rotations, right? So if you keep doing those things, possibly your Nature's Prophet will be safely farming, Troll Warrior the same. Look at your Nature's Prophet, 14 minutes Orchid, because he is uncontested. And even with those rotations, the Clinks is still top of the net worth. And then the Troll is almost in there as well. And yep, keep playing around the objectives. Of course, there's Venomancer. But at least you are making them play defensive rather than offensive. Right? Stack maybe Ancients? No? You can actually stack the Ancients. And what are you doing? Okay. Just sentry for nothing? Alright. Double sentry. It's nice. Maybe observer as well. This is Venomancer's lane right now. Like, you cannot easily push in there unless you kill the Venomancer first. Like, maybe go for a smoke. Yep, like this. Roshan maybe? Or you're going to invade their jungle? This is gonna be difficult though. Nice. Nice reward. But you broke your smoke. And if the enemy is stupid, they will not know that you actually smoke in there. Like this. RP use. Nice. Nice ulti. You have the armor, then no more follow-up stun. Easy kill. What can you do about it, bro? Can you take objectives after this? Like, there's no spells. What? You're dead. You overstayed. Like, all of your teammates are retreating, and then you stayed. And then, at the same time, your troll warlord did this. Right? He pushed the bottom lane. He take advantage of the space that you guys are creating. That's what I'm talking about earlier. You're going for Glimmer? Not sure about Glimmer though. I mean, yeah, sure, you have the magic resistance from Glimmer Cape. But you're still gonna be slowed. You're still gonna be there. The other alternative that I'm thinking in here is... They didn't deny the observer and then they did not kill you. Alright. You're actually dewarding alone. Which is kind of... No, don't attack it! Aww. You could actually plant a sentry, an observer right there. See it here? You're going to die again. Do you know why they go on you? Because you attack the sentry in here. And whenever you're attacking a sentry, you are giving out your position. Like, two attacks in here is like 2 seconds that you are showing yourself in there. And the enemy has an idea where you are because of those attacks. Actually, 4 seconds in there. You stayed. Look at here. So from here, you are going to attack this. Yep. You showed. You overstayed, and then they go on you. Right? This is only a bonus because the only hero that they know is CM, and Clinks. They're not prepared for Clinks. So yeah. Managed to get a kill, a trade kill in there though, but it's really unnecessary. Unnecessary death. It's just positioning, map movement mistake. And then maybe switch it up, like cloak over Basilius, because you have the Arcane Aura. Basilius is still mana item, right? But you already have the aura. This one will help you survive more against the magic damage of the Venom. Double damage, maybe go for Roshan? Wait, you took it already. But yeah, it's fine. Talent? You didn't go for any talent yet. Maybe health to be more tanky. So just roaming around. You already took the mid lane. And yeah, you showed up again in here. You gave out your position. And same thing with the Hoodwink. He gave up his position and then overstayed. And it's still warded, so he can still see you in there. Smoked. Venom in there. Venom is still in there. Maybe you're going to Venom. Yep. He cannot wait for you. Really nice. Clinks. Frostbite. Maybe drop some Observer right there. Drop Observer. Nah, you didn't drop or anything. You're dead. Ah, it failed. Your smoke gank failed again. That's something that you cannot avoid though, because your Clinks is kind of impatient. Impatient right there. If the Clinks waited for you to initiate first, like Crystal Nova or Frostbite, I think it's a dead Venomancer. But since he leave the invisibility first, she managed to escape before you could throw your spells, and then that puts you in the in a bad position or spot, because you guys are already revealed your position, and then you guys are not really that tanky either, especially your CM. Dead Hoodwink, Dead Lich, overstayed positioning, so bad. Maybe go for Roche or mid, yeah, mid or Roche. Troll Warlord, strong. Frostbite, Glimmer Cape. Do you really want to go for Freezing Field right there? Thanks for the follow, last one ZQ. They actually bought back in that game, or in that engagement on Lich. What are the things that you can do in here? One thing for sure, for me, is that when Troll Warlord uses the ulti, you guys are committed to this fight. And the Freezing Field, you guys are really committed to this fight. And then this guy has Reincarnation. Yeah. And then they can just get out. No more stun, no more follow-up. No Nature's Prophet, no Clinks. And buyback on Lich. TP out, yep. Overcommitment. And they still have RP. Maybe if you have the 4 stuff in there, you can bail out the troll instead of Glimmer. But yeah, I think you can work on it. And please, stop using your Basilius. You already have this. Go for this fluffy hat instead, so you could have mana. Thanks for the follow, Tasco. Clinks is still in there. And he is reviving. Is there a better neutral item that you could take in here, Sid? Instead of this Essence Ring? I think you can give it to your other core, like Clinks or Troll Warlord, to sustain themselves. You actually didn't go for the health talent either. You went for Crystal Nova AoE. But yeah, it's fine. As long as you can use your Crystal Nova, it's fine. But if you're going to tank, the talent will be better. Go for spell, yeah. Just use it. This is a low cooldown. RP use, skewer. No more stun, yeah. Yeah. Hallelujah play. He trapped the Abaddon just to try to survive in there. Still the same. Maybe people's gift, but they don't really like Essence Ring though. They usually play. If they don't talk about items, maybe you could suggest them. Like Clinks, can you get the Pupil's Gift so you could have the strength in there, and then you will be tanky, or even to the Troll Warlord? Or you can tell, can you get this Essence Ring instead, so you will have the mana regen and then some life essence active in there? If they're not talking, suggest it. Suggest it to your team. It will not hurt you or your team. At least you're giving them choices or suggestions that will make their life easier, since you're on support. That's your job. And dewarding alone, dead. Enemy missing, bad. Yep. I don't know what's wrong with your dewarding, Sid. Like, rule of thumb, when you're going to deward like hills, like this one, this, what else? Here as well. You have to assume that they have ward in there, like observer ward. And if you don't see the enemy, you need to be careful about going in there, right? You need to assume that it's warded and they're seeing you. Once you assume that it's warded and then they're seeing you, you will be conscious about your positioning. You will be conscious about the heroes that is missing and heroes that can kill you. So this is another unnecessary feed on your part. And another feed. Map movement, really bad. Map awareness, bad as well. Same thing. So let's keep working on it. You know that the Magnus and then Wraith King TP'd in here, and then are going to fight. Yeah, you went for Crystal Nova first before going to the Frostbite. If you go for root, the Magnus will not be able to skewer. At least for 2 or for 3 seconds in there. And you actually need to buy dusts of appearance as well, because they have Glimmer Cape. Aside from Sentry, RP'd again, yeah. I don't know why you're playing with them. Look at here. So look at the build up of this engagement. So Magnus escapes to the staircase. Wraith King still here. Lich is in here. Hoodwink is there. Magnus just showed up in there using his shockwave, right? BKB, which is really bad because he still have reincarnation. And then here, look at you guys. What the fuck is that? You know that he throw his shockwave in there, right? So there's no need for you to clamp up together and then you died. You don't need to go forward. Let your Troll Warlord, Abaddon, go forward because they can easily survive. Right? Abaddon has the borrowed time. Troll Warlord has battle trance. If they failed to kill this Troll Warlord while being disabled, he will use the battle trance and then turn around. But you don't have to do it. There's no need. Your positioning is really bad. That's for sure. And then your team is actually carrying you. You TP to mid, going to D ward. And even though it's only sentry, you attack it twice and then giving out your positioning. Imagine if you didn't attack and then you just proceed in here. You could actually use all of the spells immediately. Yeah, nice. Hoodwink is dead. Force staff in, come on. Go in. Go in. Why? Why you must go in? They have no RP to worry about. They have no RP. Venom is low. They're not ready to fight. So you should go in. And then kill that Hoodwink. You're so afraid. There are tactical feed and there are unnecessary feed. For the most part, you're doing unnecessary feed and then you don't want to go for trade when it comes to your with your deaths. Like what happened in there. If you go for tactical feed in there, even if you die, you kill their Hoodwink, which is their +4. And then if they're outnumbered, they will do this Roshan. But still fine though. You guys are still winning. Good spot. You don't have detection. Easy. Easy Ring of Basilios. I told you, you need dusts. Not just Observer and then Sentry. Dusts, please get dusts. You still have slot for it, like remove this ring. Wraith King. You keep using all of the spells at once. And then you kept on going for the You're fine, you're fine. Wards maybe? Nah, you're fine. So, for me, Sid, like, the way that you casted all of your spells, you're not really maximizing the duration. You are overlapping the slow and the root together. And I don't know if you want to just deal damage when you are using both spells at once, but I'm telling you, the damage is really low. Look at the damage, 300 over 3 seconds. This one, 260. Their damage is very low. But the best thing is the slow duration in here. So instead of prioritizing the damage, go prioritize the slow of your CM, of your spells. And then let your teammates do the damage. If you can keep on slowing or rooting the enemy, you're kiting them, and then you're giving your teammates some time to follow up. And what is it again you're doing in here? Look at your teammates. I didn't buy dust in this game. I don't know why you didn't buy it. You have slot for it. Ring. So playing 3 lanes mid is already super quick. If Venomancer is in bottom, go on top instead. They're actually engaging in the top lane. Do you actually need to push like this? I think it's better if you play behind the troll and then the Abaddon, and then let the Nature's Prophet do the split pushing, because he can always teleport, right? He can always teleport. Your right clicking in that building didn't really achieve much. So you should just go for the troll instead of the Nature's Prophet right there. Map, it's still the same thing over and over again in here. Map positioning in the mid to late game is really crucial, since you're support and then you're so squishy. There's no more tower in bottom though. I think you could play as 4 in here and the Nature's Prophet will just teleport. And I think the game is over at this point, Sid. And I don't want to watch it any further because it's just gonna be played out like this. You're just going to close out the game, right? I just want to know if you do have any questions so far about the analysis. Because I think this game is over and we're not going to learn any further. You're just going to trap them. When someone showed up, you try to go BKB. Why do you want BKB in this game? They have RP, by the way. Maybe go for Blink Dagger instead, so you don't need to go forward. Yeah. Any questions though? What is this? Which Bane? You have to attack to deal bonus damage. The Subjugate. Maybe give it to Nature's Prophet or Clinks or Troll. But not on CM. Maybe if you go for the attack speed talent, you can. So I have an idea. I can go D-Ward like after every team fight. Yeah, most likely after team fight or when you are seeing them. Because how many times you died in those situations where you are D-Warding solo? And then your teammates are not in there. And my cores will get objectives. Yes, that's actually way better than dewarding alone and then your teammate is not with you. BKB. Let's see what will happen. You should go for the attack speed so you can take advantage of the switch there. Even with BKB, you still get RP. And you're dead. Yep. Nothing else in here. Mega Crips. So we pause. And end the game. So, do you have any questions though? Useless BKB. Maybe just Blink Dagger. So you can always follow up instead of putting yourself in danger. So, since you don't have any questions to me, we can just summarize your game. No, saw it coming, that's why. Usually I will stop the replay around 30 minutes, but I really want to see how you're going to use the BKB, given their draft is good against BKB. So yeah. Do you stop the stream? What? Why I'm going to stop the stream? I'm just going to stop the replay, Michael. So yeah, I'm just going to summarize the replay. All right. So it's still the same thing. It can be applied in every occasions. Itemization, starting items should be based on your lightning partner and then with your enemy heroes as well. Try to predict the heroes. Since in this game it's going to be like Magnus Hoodwink or Venom Hoodwink. And after you realize those are the laning stage or laning heroes in your lane or in the early stage, you itemize for it. So your itemization in here, you went for Windlace early on. Something that I will not really advise if you're going to play CM. Maybe go for observe. Maybe go for sentry salve just to trade effectively, and then you can even go for sage mass instead of windlace. So you have the natural way of getting your mana instead of going for mango. What's the region of this sage mass thing? 0.7. So yeah. And then the target, man, the target. You went for the hoodwink, and then in your laning, you keep on going for the pull instead of going for aggressive killing on the Magnus or harassment on the Magnus, right? Because the moment that you stop pulling, that's the time that you destroyed the lane, and then you really took advantage of it, right? So if you did that earlier, like you didn't waste 2 or 3 minutes trying to pull the small camp and then be on the aggressive side, maybe it will be much earlier for you to take over, or for your troll to be fine in the bottom, since the both Magnus and then Hoodwink is recovering and then under leveled, under farmed, and then your troll is already strong because you set up his lane really nice. That's a time that you can roam around, go to top, go to mid, whatever, you know. At least you are really babysitting your troll and then stopping the offlane and then soft support in the process, instead of delaying it for 2 or 3 minutes, right? Do it as quickly as you can since your support, because the longer the game goes, your power spike is not gonna be that strong, since you're CM, which is one of the early game supports, one of the best trading supports out there, like Lich, Jakiro, Ogre, Undying, those guys, they're so strong early on. First wave or two, first minute or 2 minutes, they're so strong. You should take advantage of it. And then the casting, the spell casting, you're not maximizing the duration of each spells. Like the root, the enemy is rooted, you will cast the Crystal Nova with slow. So the root will last for 2 seconds or 3 seconds if max, and then you immediately use the slow for the slow duration is 4.5. So after the root, the enemy is only slowed by 1.5 seconds. The remaining duration of the slow with the Crystal Nova. So yeah, casting and then playing around objectives and then knowing which hero to pressure. I like what you did in the top lane, which you pressured the Wraith King. 5-man enemy rotation. Really nice. But then after that, you went to bottom first, like go to the troll's lane. You should just not bother the troll. Go to the mid lane, like kill the Venom and then pressure the mid lane. And then you force rotations again, like 4-man rotations. Those things. If you keep doing those things, I can assure you that you will create more space than feed. You will help your team rather than a burden to your team. So yeah, that's all that I can talk about in your game. Let me know if you do have any questions though. I guess no questions. What was it? I was playing very aggressive this game and I thought I dealt too much damage. No. We saw the replay, you're not really aggressive. You're kind of passive, and then you focus on pulling instead of dealing damage to the Magnus and then Hoodwink. Last one, ZQ. Hey, no, how can I relearn to play Dota 2? I dropped it back in 2019, having 4.4. Now I'm 3K and I play 2K level. How can I improve? There's a lot of people, or what you call this, learning ability of people. There are people out there that will learn the most from playing the game. There are people that will learn the most from observing other players, like spectating. I don't know which one is your style, like playing or watching. I don't know, but the best teacher is your experience, basically. So if you drop your skill level, I suggest you keep playing, because there's a lot of changes that occurred in that 2-year time. So my casting was a bit off. That explains it. Yeah, it was really bad. Time out somebody else. What the fuck? You timed him out? Of course, I'll not submit my best replay. I have other CM games anyway. Yeah, yeah, it's good, it's good, it's good. All right, so just give me a feedback soon and let me know if that's helpful or not. Okay.